In the pyramid of existences, man has positioned himself, has always positioned himself at the first place. He considers himself the prince of all living creatures. God positioned him at the very first step, or the very last step, if you consider the pyramid, and ordered him to command of all living creature around him. So he feels so honored, so lucky to be the first and the better of the best of all the living creature on this earth and in the whole universe. Well, according to my opinion and to my researches on this matter, this is completely wrong. In this pyramid of existences, man is supposed to be at the very last place. His existence is inferior to all other existences, organic and inorganic, of this universe. This is because his place on this planet is the worst for the consciousness of existing that man has, more than every other creature in this world. The truth about mankind and the evolution in his evolutionary cancer is that man is just a bubble, an unstable bubble in this universe. His conscience of existence is bravery in front of his own life and suffering, rise and decay just like the wind. Man is supposed to suffer to live. Life is suffering because without suffering there won't be life. It's useless when we say that um, in a life there is an equal amount of joy and sadness. Even joy is suffering, because with joy, just the suffering, the amount of suffering is just um, put in little intervals, in little amounts that we can face more easily. All this suffering are with joy. All this suffering is faced thanks to hope that make us force us to think that one day everything can change. But without this hope, all the suffering come to doom us to to an eternal damnation. That and all these makes our life what it is in reality. That's to say, a very ridicule and senseless thing. Reasons for the senselessness and inferiority of our species compared to all the others are that it is not an honor to feel bad about oneself and continue to search for a knowledge or a truth that in reality does not exist. Why should we yearn for life only to continue to feel bad, grow old, torture ourselves, and be tortured by other men? There is not something rotten in our deeds, which makes man an unstable bubble, an overly swollen bladder that continually bursts and regenerates itself, being shapeless and continually craving for something else. Man is never stationary in one point, but is a continuous denial of himself, herald of his own ruin, and therefore is a member of the lowest race. Just accepting this, that man is not superior to any other form of existence in this planet and in the whole universe, may help us to behave in a more correct way without all the um, evil and all the bad manners that are part of our society in the Western world. All of our problems with the planet, with the public health, and with the wars, etc., are caused by the conscience that we are better than others. We are not better than others, but we are just inferior beings, inferior to everything, even to to a stone or to a beetle. We are just the worst race of um, living beings in the whole universe. The sooner we accept this, the better we keep living until the day of our death. Thank you for listening. See you to the next video.